and welcome back to the Coosters. My name is Julia, and on this channel I share what our life is like living in Vancouver, British Columbia with 6 kids. I make videos on Catholicism and minimalism and homeschooling. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you how our family organizes the children's clothing so that we can efficiently get dressed and undressed each day. As you can imagine, with 6 kids, ages 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 10, there is a lot of clothing changes that occur. And after 4 kids, it was really apparent that I needed to streamline the system. So I'm going to show you how we organize our clothing, and we just use 3 drawers and 1 closet for all of the kids' clothes. I also want to share today a little bit about the best clothing, I think, for different ages of children so that you don't need to purchase a whole lot and you just get maximum wear out of those pieces for the activities that kids are ready for at different times. It has been very humbling but very welcome to receive so many donations through the years. Sometimes neighbors will drop off a bag unexpectedly, or sometimes I'll get a call from someone that their grandchildren no longer need something. Would I like it? And I always 100% of the time say yes, yes, thank you. I am not proud at all. I really appreciate when people share, and people are so good, and it makes them feel good, I know, to have the things moved on and passed on. And so we take in everything. This has been an amazing blessing to cost savings for our family. I feel like I have never honestly stressed about clothing my children because of the random donations that have occurred, and also the help and support that grandparents give at birthday time and Christmas time. My mom in particular is very good. If I see a particular child needs a pair of runners, and she will look in her time, she's got more than me, to find something. So I've not stressed about clothing. Honestly, we have been provided for very well, but it can be kind of overwhelming with donations if you don't have a system and a way of getting them out. So I always keep a diaper box in the garage, and I just toss in things as they come in immediately. If they're not going to work for us, or when my children are done with something, I move it along knowing that God will bless us again, and when we need more, we will often receive more. One of the unusual things that I do with my family is use a family clothing system. And what I mean by that is that I keep all of the children's clothing in the same place so that it's really easy for me to put everything back after the laundry is done. And so it's efficient for me. I don't want to be going to this room and having little piles of things or baskets of things. I just like it all in one place. So I'd encourage you to do something like that if you have even just 2 or 3 kids. And the other thing is that I keep the clothing system outside of the bedrooms, because if you're like us, we only have 3 bedrooms, the master, the boys' room, and the girls' room. And usually there's somebody at various times sleeping or playing in a room, and it's just not very convenient to be going in and putting away clothes. So if you keep the clothing outside in a main hallway or on the landing, as we've done, or even downstairs in the family room in a nice dresser, nobody knows it's all clothing, but it's super convenient and it's where you need it to be. People can grab things if they need to change a shirt during the day without disturbing anyone in a bedroom. It's easy for you to put things back because it's all in one place, and I just love it. Currently, we're storing the children's clothing in a 3-drawer antique dresser. And this is a special dresser for me because I received it as a present from my parents when I was 16, and my dad and I refinished it. So it's a nice little piece, and I think it's beautiful. And even though we are a minimalist family, I want the furniture we do have to look beautiful. So the 3 drawers are made up of the following contents. In the first drawer, I keep socks, underwear, and lighter pajamas. And when I have socks, I just like having all the boys' socks black and the girls' socks white and pink. So it keeps things easy there. And if you think it takes any longer to fold the clothing before putting in, I would really encourage you that I think if you tried it, you'd see that it does help, because it often takes longer to comb through and find an outfit when it's all thrown into bins than when it's folded and standing up. We still sometimes have cold nights, and the kids like some heavier pajamas, and those won't fit in the top drawer. So I just keep a basket on top of the dresser and I put the heavier pajamas in there. In the second part of the dresser, the middle part, we have the girl zone. And because my girls are 4, 6, and 7, they're all relatively the same size. So I've just found it easier to put all of the rompers and dresses on one side, and then in the middle I keep cardigans that they can put over their dresses or rompers, and then I also keep the leggings in the middle section. And then on the left hand side, that's where all the girls' short sleeve and long sleeve t-shirts are. My girls often try to match and coordinate, and it makes it that much easier when everything is in one drawer. I can say, pull out, we're all doing pink today, or we're all doing stripes today. And that just, we enjoyed that. We like kind of matching and looking like a family when we go out together. In the third drawer, the deepest drawer, I have the boys' things, and there is a big age gap between my boys, so I can't mix up their clothing like I do with the girls. But my 10-year-old has the far right side, and in there I have a half a dozen polo shirts, a sweater, a few shorts, and one pair of jeans. And then in the middle section, I have some little scarves that my 1-year-old wears around his neck, and some of the boys' shorts. And then on the left-hand side are the little boys. They're 18 months and 2.5. Oh, no, he's not 2.5 anymore. He's 3.5. So 18 months and 3.5, but they're about the same weight and size. So they can wear the same t-shirts this summer. And then I have the Sunday wear or the formal wear hanging in the girls' room closet. And each child has 2 outfits. I just keep exactly what we need for the next 3 months or so that season in the children's area. And that makes it so much easier to sort through and find things. If there is, say, a special thing we need to do, like go camping and we need heavier things, then I go to the storage room areas, the storage closet areas, where I have, the bin of long sleeve, fleecy jammies, or the heavier coats and boots. I have to keep those things separate. So I find that regular maintenance of the children's clothing is really important. About every 3 months, I go through and do a big sweep of what our needs are. And I usually find when I do this that we save a lot of money because we can go through the donations we've received, and I first look at the donations and see what can fill in the gaps in our wardrobes. I try to build each child's wardrobe for the season in advance, and if they're missing anything, then I can go to places like Once Upon a Child, where the average price of a shirt is $5, and about the same for a pair of pants. For $100, I can buy 2 outfits or 3 for each of my 6 children at Once Upon a Child, and the money goes a lot farther there. Sometimes at Christmas and maybe one other time of year, like back to school, I will go on a website like Carter's or Oshkosh, and I'll get my kids something special and fresh from those places. I find that girls' leggings wear through very quickly within 1 season, and they are still all wearing leggings. I can't find those used. I have to buy those, but I like buying the ones from Oshkosh. I do choose to do laundry every day. In a family of 8, we always have a load. I always try to fold and put away the laundry that same day. Usually at evening bath time when I'm supervising, I'll be folding the laundry so I can put it away. If it stays on the ground or on a desk for a night, I which does happen. You know, sometimes we have something in the evening that takes us away from our routine. Then the first thing I do in the morning is I get that laundry folded and put away, because we just can't afford to have it building into the laundry monster. So for the first 0 to 6 months, I dress my children in sleepers. They wear sleepers the entire time. My kids have cloth diapers when we're at home, so they have a big bum and they need a big sleeper to contain them. And I just find that sleepers are the easiest. I prefer sleepers that have zippers to snaps, because that's a pain. So I usually have about 6 to 10 sleepers for my 0 to 6 months age range. Then from about 6 months to 12 months, as your children are scooting around more, maybe they're doing some backwards crawling, they're sitting up, and they're just getting more mobile, I still keep them in rompers or sleepers, but I choose ones that have the feet cut off so that they can get some good traction on the floor with their bare feet. And then when they get a bit bigger, say 12 months to 24 months, I like them having an undershirt like this with little snaps, because you don't want their shirts rolling up. And I always think it's so cold back there if their shirts aren't connected at the bottom. And they're still in diapers generally, so this isn't a problem for them because they're not going to the bathroom on their own. When kids are in that 2-year to 4-year stage and they're really getting active with climbing, but they're falling a lot because they're not so coordinated, my favorite thing to dress the kids in are denim overalls. Now, these ones can be a pain for sure when your little one is starting to potty train. So I would not recommend for the first few months of potty training overalls, but once they've mastered that, then you can, go to those. During the potty training months, weeks, really just simple drawstring pants, or for the girls, long dresses. From the age of 5 and up, I want my kids to still be comfortable. I want their clothes to be practical for the activities we're doing, but I want them to look a little bit more put together. I like, little polo shirts for the boys and khakis for their pants. And for the girls, I do a lot of t-shirt dresses with leggings. The purpose of clothing is to cover one's body and protect one from the elements and activities that we're doing. So I do talk about modesty with our children, and I try, when I'm dressing myself, to speak about, what is modest and what is immodest. Thank you so much for listening to the end of this video about kids' clothing and some of the things that I've found useful and practical for my 6 children. I hope that you are well this week. I really appreciate your support. And if you like this video and want to support me and my efforts to share life as a Catholic mom of 6 kids, then please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Have a great week. Bye now.